to my channel. So for today, what I want to show you is how I upload all of my attendance on a Sunday night. So it's all ready for each of my classes, Monday all the way through Friday. The way I do my attendance is I created an attendance for each day. So here's my Monday attendance. I do make it a quiz. So this piece here on how are you feeling, I mark them all right. So every single student, as soon as they tell me how they're feeling, they get automatically a 1 point, and that 1 point signifies that they were there that day. So that's all I do, right? So if I look at Tuesday, it's literally the same exact thing, only a different color so they could distinguish it. I have my Bitmoji that says it's Tuesday on there, and everything else is exactly the same. So these are my Bitmojis that I like to add. So what I'm going to do is, now that I have all of my attendance in there, I reuse the same attendance every single week. So at the end of the week, what I do is I go to my responses, and I should see responses in there. I usually after Monday I lock this so I don't accept any more responses. Once I import the grades, I delete all responses and I unlink it. So I unlink it so my students can't go into the same exact form once I've done that. So now that I'm ready to resubmit them and have them reuse it, I accept responses. It's starting fresh. There's no responses there. So each of my students are going to be able to retake their attendance. Since I am making it a quiz, it's going to lock to just limiting it to one submission. Okay, so this is what I do. Now, since I have my attendance already done previously, I usually would just repost past assignments. But since I am showing you how I started this, I am going to show you how I did it the first time around. So what I did was I go to my create and I created an assignment. I titled it, so I like calling it attendance, and I date it and also tell them that this is a Monday attendance. Being stuck at home, you do tend to forget what day it is, so I include that in my title. So complete the Google form to record your daily attendance. Okay, I'm going to add it from my Google Drive, and if it's something that you just recently opened, it should be on recent. If it's not there, then it will be in my drive, wherever you saved it. So since it's here, I'm going to just drag it in there. And again, what I do is I make sure this is a quiz. So I want grade importing. That way, when my students submit their work, I could easily return all of them as they were present. And those they know they're present because of the fact that they saw a 1 out of 1. So since again it's the first time I'm doing this, I'm not going to change the point value, only because once I do grade importing, it automatically does that for me. Okay, due date, I want this to be due tomorrow since it's a Monday. You could time it if you want. My topic is attendance. I always have all of my attendance in there. And I am not assigning, I am actually scheduling my whole week on a Sunday night. So I'm going to start by saying schedule for tomorrow, which is the 4th at 8 a.m. So now I have 1 down. I'm going to do this for the rest of the week in my period 2. Once I have that one there, and since I know I'm going to use the same exact format, I'm going to reuse it. I'm going to reuse the Monday, and I'm just going to change the date and the time and change my attendance. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put 5/5, and this is a Tuesday. I'm going to add Google Drive. This is my Tuesday one. Go in there. Perfect. Grade importing. Again, not changing the value for right now. It's gonna do it for me. This is for Tuesday the 5th, attendance, and again I'm assigning. Now I have to make sure that I have to assign for Tuesday 8 a.m. again. So I'm gonna do this process again for the rest of the week. So I have officially scheduled for my one class, my week of attendance, Monday all the way through Friday. So I teach high school and I don't have only one period. I have multiple periods. So if you're an elementary school teacher, you would be done at this point. I don't think you have to record any more attendance, right? But if you're a high school teacher or a middle school teacher, you may need to do this multiple times for your other classes. So here is what I do next. Now that I finished period 2, what I'm going to go to is my next class. And now I'm going to go to classwork. And since I have it already pre-made in my period 2 class, I am going to be reusing posts. I am not going to start doing a new assignment. I'm reusing it and make sure, so if I don't see it here because I'm in period 4, I'm going to go back to where I posted it already. It's in my period 2. So if you see, I have all of my scheduled assignment in here. So I'm going to start with Monday. I reused. It's going to load on here. My form is in there. Everything is in there except for the due date. So that's something I do have to include. So this is for tomorrow. I'm going to schedule again. Schedule. So again, I'm going to go to reuse. I'm going to go to now Tuesday. I'm reusing my Tuesday one. It's in there. Due date is not going to be in there, so just make sure you change that and schedule. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing that until I finish the rest of the week in this period. So now I have officially scheduled my assignment or my attendance for Monday through Friday for my second class. When you do this, since you're scheduling it ahead of time, just make sure that the date is correct. So this is for tomorrow, this is for the 5th, 6th. I just make sure, because sometimes since you're doing it a little bit fast, you might end up posting it for the following day instead of the actual day you want. So that's 2 classes down. I'm going to do the same process for all of my other classes. All right, so that is my last class. I officially have scheduled all of my attendance for all of my periods for the rest of the week. So that's one thing I do not need to worry about. The next thing I like to do is schedule if I already have the whole week planned out, which I do because I do these weekly schedules. I try to do everything on a Sunday night, so I don't need to be stressing about remembering to post everything on time, because with kids and everything else, your life does get a little bit chaotic, and although you have it planned, you may just forget to upload the assignment onto your Google Classroom. So I hope scheduling your attendance this way helps you. If you find it useful, but maybe you want to do it slightly a different way, then go for it. So, good luck with distance learning again, and I hope this helps shorten the stress of making and posting your attendance. Good luck and